First thing I want to give Virginia Tech and Coach Fuentes and his staff credit for making enough plays to win a game tonight. So give them the credit. They made the plays when they had to, and they got it done. I am extremely proud of our team and the way our guys prepared all week. I'm proud of the way they came out and played. They played hard. They were physical in everything we did. They were, they believed in each other, and we just didn't make enough plays to win the football game. And we had a lot of opportunities, and there were a lot of really good things on the field today, but we just didn't get it done.
9 times you got inside their 26, came away with just 1 touchdown. How frustrating is that for you?
It's frustrating, very frustrating.
Do you have I know there's a myriad of different reasons why that happened. Any single explanation or two?
I don't have a single explanation other than we've got to, when we get down in the red zone, we've got, you've got to smell the end zone, and you got to want to get there in the worst way, and you got to find a way to get it done.
You talked a lot about the need to finish this offseason. What's the key to kind of getting over that hurdle?
Well, it's really paying attention to detail. It's the little things that you do every single day. It's conquering that first challenge when your alarm goes off in the morning and getting out of bed instead of hitting the snooze. It's making sure you're at class on time. It's making sure you're turning in your paper when it's supposed to be turned in. It's making sure you're where you're supposed to be when you need to be there, and you're doing all the things off the field and on the field. And when you do all those things together, then great things happen. And so, but I will say this, we got a lot of guys that truly believe in everything that we're doing. They believe in each other, and they're doing the things that we ask them to do. And we will get there. We'll get there. It just takes one guy making one play in this game, and it's a different ball game. And we come in here and we're happy, but we didn't make that play tonight. So.
What was your evaluation of Fortin's performance in the first half? And will he be available going forward? What's his status?
I don't know what his status is, but I thought the kid came in and did some really good things in the game. There were probably a couple of throws that he would have liked to have had back, but he made some really good throws also. We dropped one for a touchdown there's a lot of plays in this game I could point out that we didn't make, but I thought he did a good job. I thought he's very poised. There were not too many times where I thought he was worried about the rush. I thought he really did a good job of taking care of the football when he threw the ball and took the ball where it was supposed to go.
At what point in practice this season did you begin to see that poise from a true freshman who didn't even play much in his senior season of high school?
Yeah, it's been a long time since he's been out on the field. I would say the first time I really saw was when he came in that East Carolina game. And he was not rattled by anything. He understood the situation and where we were at and what he needed to do in the game. And he's been pretty level-headed throughout everything that we've thrown at him. And even if we've rattled him, he's been pretty level-headed about it. And so I think he's handled himself well.
What does it say about Nathan Elliott that he was out of the lineup and pressed to come back in and play the way he did in the second half?
Yeah, that guy is when you say what a team player is, that's what Nathan Elliott is. He deeply cares about what's best for the football team and doing anything that he can, whatever his role is, to help this team be successful. There was no doubt in my mind that I knew he would prepare himself as if he was the starter. And Casey was called on. He went out there and he did a heck of a job. He did a heck of a job. Yeah, there were a couple throws he'd like to have back. But that's the game of football. That's the way it works. And we just gotta, we gotta do a better job of rallying around those guys.
If Cade is available, do you think he did enough to solidify that starting position?
I have to evaluate the film, and I'll tell you something better next week. I still probably won't tell you if he's going or not, who's going, but I'll tell you something.
Did your defense get worn down on that last drive?
I thought our defense, they played tremendous throughout the entire game. I thought they played well in the last drive. You got to give that quarterback some credit now. I mean, he made some plays. I mean, that fourth and whatever it was, 4th and 5, 4th and 6. I mean, we had him back there, and he got out of it somehow. He found a way to make a play, and that's what I'm talking about. In a game like this, you got to find a way to make a play. You got to make a play, and heck, he had, what was he, over 100 yards rushing, and before you take the sacks out, and threw for 200 and whatever it was. I mean, he did a heck of a job. But I thought our defense, I thought they played extremely well. I thought they played extremely well from the beginning of the game all the way through the end.
What was the key to that in your mind?
Well, I think coaches did a nice job. I thought the game plan was really good. I thought our guys understood it well, and so they could play fast, and they could be physical, and that's what they did tonight.
Having Malik and Aaron and Taman out there the same night together, kind of make you think about what could have been previously?
Well, it's the first time we've had those guys out there together, you know. So it was nice to have those guys out there. Yeah.
Larry, Michael Carter had 165 yards, career high. How do you approach that with him, with you factor in the fumble there at the end to kind of balance out the good and the bad?
I mean, when we go in, we treat it the same way we do everything. I mean, we go into that meeting tomorrow, we're gonna point out every dang good thing he did in that game, and then we're gonna point out anything that was bad in the game. I mean, you know, I've said this before, our guys know when they come over here, we tell them the truth. We're gonna be honest with them always. And he knows. I mean, Michael Carter knows better than anybody right now. You know, and I guarantee you that guy's hurting. He's hurting. And but there's no doubt in my mind that Michael Carter will bounce back. All right, he's going to work as hard as he does every single day, because he can't work any harder. I mean, he can't give you more than he gives. He works his butt off, and he'll be all right. He'll learn from it, and he'll be a better running back because of it. You know, and we'll be a better team because of it.
When did you tell Cade that he would start today? How much time did you think he needed to mentally ready himself for his start?
I mean, you know, earlier in the week, you know, he started getting the majority of the reps with the ones, you know, and so I'm sure he had a feel for it, and so did Nate. But I guess it was Thursday when we made the final decision.
What have the emotions been like for you in particular?
My emotions?
Yeah. I mean, you look, this is my
I've been happier before, but yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because we're that far away. We're that far away. We're so close, and I want it for these guys, because if you watch them practice and you watch what they do in the meeting room and what you watch how much they care about each other, you know, you can't help but want it for them, you know. And we just got to find a way. We got to find a way to get over the hump. We got to find a way to get a guy to make a play in a situation, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. No doubt in my mind, it's going to happen. Is it frustrating? Yeah, it's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for our staff. It's frustrating for all of our players. You know, I'm no more frustrated than any of them. I mean, and I want it bad for them. I really do. I want them, and I just want to make sure they know how close they are.